morning, good morning, good morning. Ready to head off to work, y'all. Gotta let the old girl warm up some. It's been tripping lately. Sort of while we on this live, because definitely gotta start getting prepared to get the movement going with these bills. The Roadmaster has sort of been my daily driver for the past 2 months, and I've owned it now about 6 or 7 years. Like, love this wagon. But the main thing is, like, I got plans to build on this car. When I say build, like, I'm gonna finally get ready to do the LS swapping. So when me get ready to do that LS swap, I know it's things that gotta be done to the point. I'm not exactly doing a frame off build, one, because I don't have a location in order to just pull and drop a frame and stuff like that. But I know that I'm trying to go through everything. I'm not skipping those steps, because, I mean, first off, you gotta realize this wagon was built in 1991. So with it being built back then, like, the braking system, lights, etc., they're not really cut out for the kind of power in which I'm trying to put into it. And granted, it's been done before, you know, like 350 swap, built 350s and things like that, 4, 5, 600 horsepower stock brakes. That shit's not cool. And it's not safe either, especially when you dealing with mechanics. Like, we're never done. And shit, you may start a build off at maybe 400-500 horsepower, you know, it was just a cam. Next thing you know, you putting a turbo, you doing this and that, and you creeping up in the numbers, and shit just getting unsafe. So with this being something I plan on building for a daily aspect, I do want to make sure that, like, braking systems, lights, all of that is updated. Damn, this heat and this old motherfucker will run you up out of it. The thing about this Buick, though, that's making me realize, like, I really gotta tighten down and hone down is, I think the transmission is about to go out in it. I spent some time before searching for I did a search for a 700 R4, and really with the plans of the LS swap, I don't plan on rebuilding this transmission if it does go out. So it just means I need to expedite my shit with the Escalade and the S10 and get that, you know, together. Now, speaking of those two, let's start with, I guess, the least of the worries. The Escalade, I should have it back up and running here very soon. And I'm going to be honest, the reason it took so long and it been so long is pure laziness. Like, well, I can't call it laziness. Some of the shit is just everyday work. Like, I worked as a mechanic, so coming from doing mechanic work all day and then getting home, you don't really want to work on your own, even if it is, you know, minor stuff. Especially when it's, you know, maintenance work. You don't want to do that shit after you just done somebody else's maintenance work all damn day. So, yeah, the Escalade was sort of sitting at the moment due to the fact that one of the rear brake lines went out. And 58 miles an hour, and it's tacked up over 3,000 grand, which means overdriving kicked in. So yeah, and I mean, it was inevitable. This was a junkyard trans. I never put filter or anything in it. All I did was slap in my old torque converter and refill it back up with the fluid that fell out. And I've been driving on it about 5 to 6 years, because damn near when I bought the wagon, the transmission went out. So did I get my $75 worth? Yeah. But anyways, as I said, with the Escalade, that's more of a brake line repair, and I was just too lazy to get it done. But now I need to go ahead and actually get that done, because it's getting icy out, and not only is it getting icy, it's getting cold. So I want to definitely handle that before it gets too cold. And let's talk about the little drift truck, the S10. The S10 shot a spark plug out. If y'all recall from one of my very first videos I shot on it, and it was back when I was doing the timing chain, the cylinder 3. Whenever I was doing the timing chain, I also did some other basic maintenance, coils, wires, spark plugs. When I got to the spark plugs and I pulled out the spark plug for cylinder 3, I had noticed that cylinder 3 had a thread tap in it. Well, at the time, I don't know if y'all were listening right there, but the car just kicked into overdrive. So yeah, I'm having transmission issues, and with that, it ain't fun, but it'll make it. Back to the S10 though, yeah. It shot the spark plug out, and that shit was not my fault. Because once you thread tap a spark plug, you're supposed to seat it and shit so that it don't come back out the head. Whoever had the truck, and I want to say this, I mean, not that it mattered, because even the mechanic I bought it from, like, it wasn't his truck. He didn't do that kind of work. He just fixed the AC, and the person didn't want to pay. But whoever had thread tapped that cylinder before didn't seat everything right, and without them seating shit right, it caused for that thread to come back out. And yeah, although I had put it back in, I mean, I drove the truck, y'all seen it. I was doing burnouts and shit for like the past 2-3 months. I was just headed out cruising one day when the shit popped out, and when it popped out that time, there were no more threads left. So with no more threads left, I mean, the head on the S10 was unsavable. So will it still run? Yeah, I mean, it runs with no problem. It's just loud as fuck because you can hear it firing out of one cylinder. I already have a replacement head. That truck is not staying down. Lil Coco will be back to the channel, because I mean, I wasn't even done with that build yet. That build was pretty fun. But yeah, Coco's on the way back. I already got the head. Yesterday I ordered the head gasket kit. I also, god damn, slow that little Honda down. The head gasket kit, and I also ordered brand new head bolts. I know that I could possibly reuse my head bolts, but I'm not trying to. I'm basically trying to get a thing the best possible chance it can have. And also, whenever I put the head back on, I'm gonna do a little port and polishing on it too, you know. 2.2, spice it up, see what I can. Main thing about that build is I don't want to go too far on it. I wanted it to stay, what you want to say, reasonably, well, not so much reasonably stock, but reasonably replicable. That way, like, although it's the smallest of the S10s, like, them shit still get down and have fun. And I got a couple of mods to it, little water tank in the back that let the tires, you know, once they get wet, they spool up and spin faster. It was easier to, what you want to say, initiate a little burnout, and for both of the damn tires to spin versus just one. And that's even without a locker. It's just, as I said, it took a little wet. And if it pins out in the wet, they will slip inside. It's a little fun toy, a little daily truck, and I am going to rebuild it because, as I said, once I rebuild the S10, Got my Escalade back up and running. The next big project we gonna have for the channel is the LS swap and this Roadmaster. Now, the swap I plan on throwing in is gonna be like a little junkyard 4.8. The 4.8, I mean, this thing already got a 3.305 in it. Oh, I was about to say 3.5. Working with all these damn GM V6s. It's got a little 305 in it. It's still a V8, but it's not one of the stronger V8s. I mean, I'm still cruising on the highway right now at 75 miles an hour, damn near passing everything with no fucking issue. But by me putting in a 4.8, it's going to be a little LS variant. It's going to actually modernize the wagon enough to where I can monitor stuff, I can keep up with my data, actually see what the thing is doing, and anytime I actually come across a problem, I can read it versus, hold on, I'm going to show y'all in a second. Anytime I come across a problem, especially with me having like this snap-on, well not snap-on, I got the Altel scan tool, big $600 scan tool and shit for cars that I cannot use on one of my favorite cars. Instead, I got to use this snap-on scan tool right here if I ever got to check into light or anything. And I'm trying to come out of the barbaric ages, so with that being said, I do want to go ahead. I'm gonna do the 4.8 swap. Probably gonna put a cam in it. It ain't no problem. I'm gonna put a big chunk. As I said, it ain't no more than just a little cruise anyways. I do still want it to be like fully built so that it's reliable. I don't want just a piece of shit. So once all that's done, I already got the transmission board, the motor, and everything. The main thing is I just need to order the internals and stuff for the motor, like the cams, springs, retainers, all the seals, gaskets, the odd and ends like that in order to actually build the engine. After I get done there and everything is swapped, most likely I'm going to return back to the Escalade and get the Escalade, more done up. And don't get me wrong, it ain't nothing, what you want to say, wrong with the Escalade, but I do want to, sort of like I'm doing the Buick, break that thing down, seals, gaskets, all the way through it. And the reason I need to go through the Escalade is because it's a 20-some-odd-year-old vehicle. The S10, unfortunately, had to get all of its seals and gaskets done earlier than I fucking expected, because I've already done the timing chain. So, oh man, this thing just bucked out on me, which means I'm low on gas. So at some point today, I need to remember to go get some gas in this Buick. Yeah, the S10 practically done got all its seals and gaskets. It's gonna get them early because I gotta redo the head gasket and stuff on it. I already did the timing chain, so that was the whole front end on it. But yeah, after the S10, get back up and right. The Escalade is back. The Buick is next, and really, as I said, the main thing with the Buick is a reliable cam LS swap for a daily. Nothing is killing gas too much or anything, but just, a fun toy. The S10 will still be the little drift toy. The Escalade is really just a big cruiser. And I miss that truck. As I said, I've been in the Buick now almost the past 2 months, and I don't mind it because, once again, I love the car, but within those 2 months now, as I said, on the way here, I was having transmission issues. I could feel it. It didn't engage overdrive until about 10 to 15 minutes after I had been driving, and it's been doing that now for about the past 2 to 3 weeks. So eventually, it's going to clink clink on me, and yeah, I just gotta accept the fate on that. It ain't nothing I can really do. But oh my God, 6, 7. Even with all of the vehicle issues and stuff, as I said, like this Buick done pulled me through some of the craziest times. It still done got there. It's had a blown transmission before, and it wasn't the end of the world. As I said, it's old school GM, so it still sort of damn near ran itself. As long as I didn't go too damn crazy on it. I'm pulling up to work now. I gotta unload some tools and stuff and then get ready to head in. And see, it's little things like that too. Y'all probably couldn't hear it, but these brakes just squeal whenever I pulled up. And if it's time to change the brakes on this thing, then why not upgrade them? Why did I shut this thing off? That's where the S10 been sitting. Said I already got the other head and stuff for it. Oh, peep the drip by drop. Y'all hit me up. I got some hoodies, cups, other stuff available. I'm about to go ahead, get in here, get on this clock. This head. Got stickers and decals too. So yeah, I appreciate all who watched and everything. Shout out to my boy Jesse. Jesse is the one who's been doing a lot of the lives lately and pushing me, to sort of. He made me want to start doing this live thing. Like, I talk about these cars and I'm around them all day, so y'all about to start seeing me live sometime. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna have some more live videos and some actual content videos when I get started building on that head and stuff for the S10. So yeah, about 18 minutes. That's a new little record. I'll see y'all on the next